Yo, YouTube fam, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time to show up and show out. Take a look at those new custom creations we've been talking about. But before we do, let's take a moment to remember the fallen. That's right, a moment of silence for those toys that have passed on. This right here, this beautiful piece of art that you are looking at right now, this custom 1/18th scale Huey Bell with the Arctic camo, is a piece that I no longer own. That's right, folks, this beautiful helicopter is now the centerpiece of someone else's collection. It's gonna be adorning someone else's shelf. But I just wanted to take a moment to remember it in memoriam with these quick shots. This was one of my favorite customs to work on. I've got quite a few Huey Bells that I have painted and customized. You can see them in some of my other YouTube shorts and videos, but this one will always hold a special place in my heart. Just something about the way that those grays and blues came together, and I wanted to give it that blue and white stripe to give it that navy feel, but it came together so well. And you know what? That's part of the hobby that we can all enjoy, whether you are really talented at customizing or you just like kit bashing or being creative. It's all about using your imagination and enjoying the process, loving what you do. This is a hobby for so many of us, and just like any hobby, there's an outlet, a way to express yourself, and it's always healthy to be able to spend some time doing the things that you're passionate about. So moving on to our custom of the day, we're looking here at our elite operative. This is the leader of the squad I introduced you to in the last video. We looked at some custom operators that we showed off, 3 figures that were kind of our elite operatives, our special forces. They didn't have any matching uniforms or BDUs. They kind of wear whatever they like, whatever they're comfortable with. They kind of piece it together. Here we got this guy wearing the M81 woodland camo vest with some tans that go great with that Valaverse Action Force buck with that tan brown shirt. We got the Valaverse drop leg holster that we've painted with some olive drab, so it kind of matches more with his color scheme. But he's also got that side piece glued to his hip there on that battle belt, hanging right next to his grenade launcher. And we have that machine gun on a custom sling, so he can just wrap it around his back there and swing it around, ready for action. He's wearing that kerchief around his neck, recognizable by the G.I. Joe Falcon figure, but we hit it with some olive drab to dull down that green, because that green was way too bright. It's just not a natural occurring color out in nature, so we wanted to give it more of a subdued look. That custom sling can help really whip those guns around and help you store them without having to take up a lot of space. He's got the suppressor, he's got the scope, he's looking tactical and ready for action. I really like the little details, like adding the shotgun shells to the front of the mag pouches. I painted them different colors because in my head canon they represent different kinds of slugs. Maybe some of them are dragon's breath. You never know. You have fun with that. We got different colored pouches. I didn't want to make it completely matching because I wanted to give him that impression that he's this special operative that's just grabbing whatever he has around that he likes to use. Maybe it's not all coming off of the same uniform, so he's mixing and matching some different things. But the OCD in me does make me want to keep it within that color family. So we do have a lot of earth tones and blacks there to accent it. But yes, this right here is the leader of my 4-man squad, of my special units. He's our American equivalent to that British SAS Special Forces that we showed off in previous videos. The legs are hand painted with the olive drab and sprayed so that they won't be rubbing off the paint. You can pose this figure, you can move him around, you can do action shots. That's what I love about it. Here's a much simpler kitbash custom to end the video off on. Just a little something I wanted to throw out to the community, an idea that I think is something people will enjoy. We're using the Spider-Man body that was recently out, I think at the beginning of this year. It's not a Spider-Man I grew up with, so I'm not so familiar with the character, but when I saw this, I immediately thought of a motorcycle jacket, and the legs are amazing. Those are the same legs on the Hawkeye Disney Channel wave. These are the legs that they should be putting on the Marvel suited bodies. Those suited bodies need to be retired. Those legs are too thin. Those feet do not allow you to pose the figure and balance them. But these legs are perfect, and this look gives me the feel of somebody who's riding a motorcycle. Maybe he's an assassin, maybe he's part of a gang, but we got him there outfitted with that battle belt from the Black Panther Eric Killmonger. I believe that's the What If series, the more cartoon version, and the drop leg pouch as well from that same character. The gray vest is coming from Action Force. We've trimmed off one of the pouches to give it more of a sleek, aerodynamic look so it's not so crowded in the front, because these guys are running and gunning. They're riding motorcycles, inner city. They're just doing drive-bys. I gave them the helmet from the G.I. Joe Walmart exclusive Ram Cycle because it just fits perfect on that Spider-Man head. You don't have to do any modifications. You don't have to Dremel anything. You can hide the Spider-Man sculpt. You can pretend it's somebody completely different. Never remove the helmet, but the helmet fits on right perfectly. The blacks obviously match. The grays are not the same as the vest, but they're close enough to blend in perfectly. And the red on the visor is not the same exact red as the gloves and the jacket, but it blends good. And speaking of blending good, check out how good it looks with this Fortnite glider. You can pick it up at Ollie's on the low. It's really cheap now, but check out how sweet it looks with that black, that gray strip, and those red tanks blend in perfectly with this outfit. So maybe this bad mama jamma isn't zipping and zooming down through the streets in a motorcycle. Maybe he's dropping in from above in the inner city on these gliders, ready to attack, ready to drop down and rain on the enemy. I don't know. Can't nobody tell you how to enjoy your toys, but you do what you do the way you do it and have fun with it. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you want to see next, and subscribe to the channel to check out all the other videos. Drop a like if you're so inclined. It's absolutely free and it always helps out. Until later, peace.